Hello everyone. So a nice kind person left a comment on the post that I did the other day about the snow warning and asked me to give you some tips on driving in the snow. Now I'm not here to give you definitive tips, just more guidance around spending a lot of time out on the road as I do in my truck. I get to see different road conditions, from heavy rain, snow falling, ice. So generally what I do before I go out is I do about 5 things. So number one is obviously start your car, get it warmed up first. There's nothing worse than thinking that when you've scraped the glass and prepared all the outside, that when you get in the car you think you can drive off to find out that the inner screen may have frozen as well. So I would get in the car, start it and get it warmed up. I know it seems a simple step, but there are people that don't do that. Get the car fired up, get the oil moving, get everything moving in the engine to make sure it's all good, and get the heating on and get it defrosting on the inside. Secondly, then go to the outside. Now there's different methods of doing this. You know, you can use your de-icers, your ice scrapers, etc, etc. You know, it's pretty common sense to do the windows. Well, what a lot of people don't forget, or well they do forget I should say, is actually the wing mirrors as well. Rear passenger windows, rear quarter panels, rear glass, making sure that you've got the heated rear screen on, but also as well is to make sure that all the lights are also clear. There's nothing worse than seeing people driving down the road that the cars are completely covered in snow, the headlights are blocked, the front grills are blocked. It doesn't take 2 minutes. You can get a very soft brush and just brush all the excess snow off your car, make sure all the lights are clear and visible, de-ice all the glass, ice scrape it, whatever you need to do, but make sure that all the lights are visible, including fog lights, and license plates are visible as well, because that guarantees then that when you're setting off that you know the car is, you know, visibility wise is completely clear, and also, you know, when you turn your lights on they're actually going to do something. There's nothing worse than seeing people leaving early in the morning to go out onto the road in the snow and you know the lights are all blocked off, or the license plates are blocked off, because you know that's reflective and it helps other drivers to see you. Third, do a visual inspection of the car before you go anywhere, while you're doing the de-icing, while you're opening the doors. You know, just go around the car and check everything. Tires, make sure tire pressures are up. Also just visually inspect the car to make sure that there's nothing serious. You know, it's very easy to go off with your lights on and not realizing a bulb has popped, an indicator bulb has gone, a fog lamp bulb has gone. You know, it's just common sense. Give the car a visual inspection. Tires especially, you don't want anything too flat, as that's going to cause problems with handling, but also you don't want the tire pressure too high, because then you're reducing the actual impact of the rubber on the ground. And so, you know, just common sense. If something doesn't look right, just check it. It takes 2 minutes. You know, tire pressure, a tire pump, just making sure that all the PSI in the tires is good, and you should be good to go. And probably the last one I would say is really making sure that you've got something in the car just in case. Whether that be a tow rope, whether that be a blanket. You know, I would probably suggest that you either get something like a small tow rope, a blanket, a snow shovel, you know, just to be ready. Now I know, you know, it's not required kit, and you know you don't get much advice around that, but for me I would definitely say have something like a blanket, some those pads that you can crack that can make your hands warm, a snow shovel, and also a tow rope, just in case you get stuck. Someone else may be able to help you out. You know, those are the top tips I would say. Now driving wise in snow, it's really very simple. Use common sense. Don't speed. You know, the only thing that your car is connected to the road with is those 4 small patches of rubber on your tires. If you speed and hit a patch of ice, you lose control. You know, 9 out of 10 times it's very difficult to get control of the car back. Also as well, is it's not about power. If you're in an automatic car, put it in drive, let the car do the work until you get to roads that are easy to drive on. But you know, if you're in a manual car, don't just put it in first gear and think putting the throttle down is going to work. It won't. And really just be aware of the surroundings. If you're coming up to a junction, you know, just be aware of braking distances and the fact there may be black ice on the road. And that's pretty much it. You know, don't overcompensate if you do lose the, you know, if the back end on your car steps out in snow or ice, don't overcompensate with the steering wheel, because then when the car corrects up, your wheels will be pointing the wrong way. I know now, as I'm sat here in blazing hot sunshine, that making this video may be a bit mistimed, but actually this can be quite deceptive. As snow melts, you're going to get water on the road, and at night we're still experiencing high cold, which means that there's a very good chance of us having black ice. So my advice is, take your time, don't rush, make sure your car's prepped before you go on any journeys, and really they're the top tips I can give you. So hopefully that helps out. You know, I'm not here to preach, I'm not here to teach mother to suck eggs. It's really just helping out to make sure that before you leave, your car's prepped and able to do the journey it's meant to do, and you don't rush. You know, in these conditions, the worst thing that you can do is speed around. That's the likelihood that will cause the most accidents. Okay, well, hopefully that helps. And like I said, if you need me, you need a local friendly mechanic to do some work on your car on the drive, then, you know, hit me up on Facebook, send me a message. You can also WhatsApp me or email me at mike@banburymobile.com. Okay guys, well, have a good day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.